Hello, it's January 22nd. It's the 22nd day of Vloguary. It is Saturday, and normally when you see me making coffee, it's in the morning, like I'm just waking up and it's my first cup of the day. But today, right now, it's 5:23 p.m. and I'm making coffee because I need a little timeout reset before starting the evening festivities after the daytime. So why such a late video today? Why break the routine is normal? You know, I've been doing it for 22 days so far and it seems to work very well. What's different today? Well, let me think about how I can say this. Have you ever been to Quartzite or out in the desert? When it gets dark, your landmarks change, and all of a sudden where you think you are or what you think you know is not that anymore. You're in a different space and you get turned around a lot, and it's very easy. So a lot of times people put these markers up, these big, flag poles with flashing lights and stuff like that to be able to, so you look out and you go that way's home. Anyways, last night that didn't happen. Well, it did happen, it didn't happen. We had the markers out, but someone in our group got lost for like hours, and we're like, well, what do we do? No cell service out here. I've talked about how crappy the cell phone service is out here. Been missing for an hour. What happened? What do we do? And so we spent a lot of time just trying to track down this person. Like, where are they? Like, what happened? Should we be worried? And it was just a longer night. That sooner or later we say, you know what? It's bedtime. It's just, we gotta go. But it really kind of brings me to an issue I want to talk about here when you're boondocking and out in the desert, when you kind of wander away from your camp. And that's really just personal safety. You have to be alert at all times as to what's going on around you. And anytime that you wander into another camp, kind of like when you're on a Burning Man even, or you're out here in Quartzite, the minute you move from your camp and you go into somewhere else, you got to remember where you're at and how to get back to where you are, no matter how much you've had to drink, or no matter where you're at, or even if you're stone cold sober, you still need to have a good awareness of your surroundings at all times. And personal safety, whether you're camping by yourself or you're camping in a group, you need that no matter what. It doesn't matter how experienced of a camper you are. If you get lost from your camp, you're screwed. Just like when you look at like backpackers and hikers. Even the most experienced hiker should always carry water, backpacks, emergency gear. You just never know. Even an experienced hiker can trip and fall and break a leg and be stranded. So even as a experienced RVer, you still need the ability to be able to know where you're going and to be able to protect yourself in the event that you get lost or separated from your camp. Okay, but enough of all that for now. Enough of the serious. I'm here in Quartzite because today was the opening day of the Quartzite Big Tent RV Show. And this was my very first event that I attended when I picked up the rig last year. So again, I'm on my 1-year anniversary. I came out here, this was my very first boondocking event, really giving the rig a test of how well it's going to perform and what I need. And so my buying goal last year when I came out here was a tow bar. I needed a tow bar and I needed a tow rig. So my first thing was to find the tow bar, and then after this I went and got the Jeep. What I'm trying to do this time is solar. I need this solar panels. Everyone just tells me it's going to make my life so much easier once I get that. So that's what I'm on the hunt for. This rig is pre-wired for solar. What I found is that doesn't really mean anything, because the amount of solar that I want to put on here is what I was told is the wiring that's pre-wired is not the right gauge. It's not strong enough for the amount of wiring I want to do. So we're just going to run it all new again. So I have 400 amp hours of lithium. I was told at least 3 times, like 3 times the amount of batteries that you have. So I have 400 amp hours of lithium batteries, which means I need about 1,200 watts of solar on my roof. And that's just basic. If I really wanted to step it up again, I should do more and more and more, but at least 1,200 watts. So maybe 4 300 watt solar panels or something like that, and just to see how many I can get up there. Problem is, I haven't even been up on my roof yet. I don't know how much space I have. I haven't done any measurements. I haven't done any sort of any of those things. My goal this time is to find a vendor and hopefully even get some install done while I'm here in Quartzite this week. So fingers crossed. Question? solar panels, pitfalls, do's and don'ts. Drop your comments in the suggestion because I'm going to be checking those out along the way. Also, while you're here, you gotta try the world's greatest corn dog. It's a booth over by the Tyson Wells area. Tell them that Stuart from Escaper sent you. These guys have the greatest corn dogs. We had them up in Driggs, Idaho when they were up there, and they were supposed to come to Bash, but for some reason they weren't able to make it. But they're here at the Tyson Wells in the little swap meet area. World's greatest corn dog. You gotta go and check it out. You get the foot long. It's like $7. Just tell them Stuart from Escapers sent you. Go have one. You won't regret it. Okay, a little more on Quartzite. So, as you may know, Quartzite, a lot of it is BLM Land, Bureau of Land Management. It's free camping, but they also have this other area, which is we're camping at, and you get one of these. It's the LV something, long-term, LTVA, long-term visitors something. So the BLM also offers long-term camping. Here in Quartzite, it's for winter people who want to spend their entire winter out here. So you can get one of two passes. One of them is a 14-day pass. It's $40. And another one is a whole season pass. And I want to say it's like $160 or $180 or something like that. And what the benefits are of camping on BLM long-term land is you get some amenities. You're still dry camping, but within the LTVA areas, you do have access to water. You do have some restrooms that are scattered around. Sorry for the interruption. Where was I? In the LTVA, the long-term area, you do have certain benefits. There are like some toilets that are set up around. There is a dump station that you can drive to. There's trash facilities. There's water facilities. So you do have some services that are out here that will make staying in the LTVA worth it for the money, especially if you're talking about trying to stay out here for the entire winter versus other BLM land. You are in a free-for-all. Bring everything that you need to be able to survive, which includes, you'd have to go off-site to dump and to get water and to dump your trash. Here, at least, there are some services that are available to you. The long-term visitors area, the LTVA on BLM land, it's great if you're looking for something to stay out for 3 or 4 months maybe. And it really is a good deal when it comes to pricing and stuff like that. I mean, this is my second trip to Quartzite. I was out in the free area for a week for New Year's Eve, and then now I'm in the long-term area here because I'll be here for a little bit. It's just nice to have the facilities. Just driving around here, there's pump-out trucks that come out. I think you can even buy water if you wanted to, or they'll come and bring it to you if you wanted. I don't know what that costs. I don't know how to do that. I was just gonna, I'm only here for 2 weeks, so I think I can probably last on my existing tanks. The long-term camping on public lands area and the long-term visitors area options might be great for you. You just never know. And if you're good on boondocking and you got some good solar, you can be out here for a long time and be very, very comfortable. And if you do decide to come out to Quartzite to do either a short-term or a long-term stay in this LTVA, the Long-Term Visitors Association, just remember to get your permit, you need cash. I talked about this the other day. When you're there, you need exact cash. And you also need to know your license plate number. You don't want to go back and forth like I had to 3 times. And the other poor girl in front of me had to go back and forth multiple times as well. They just need a big sign in the front. Welcome to La Posa Campground. Here's what you need. Exact cash, driver's license, and license plate numbers of all vehicles. That's all you need. Just one sign, 3 things. But, they just too cheap for that. All right, so I hate to make this video short, but today we went out to the big RV tent show. It was packed unbelievably, so we didn't even get a chance to go into the tent. We just kind of walked around and toured some rigs. I'm going to go back tomorrow or maybe on Monday, so we'll cover the Quartzite RV Show in detail when I'm able to get there. After we decided this isn't going to work, we packed up and we headed out to the Desert Bar again. And the Desert Bar, it's that bar that's 5 miles. It's in Parker, Arizona. It's about 5 miles off of dirt road. And I was in line for a drink, and then the bartender, she looks at me and she goes, "Have you gone home at all?" And I was like, that was 2 weeks ago I was there. I was like, how do you remember me? I guess we're memorable. So anyways, I apologize for making this a shorter video. I was hoping to be able to do today some stuff at the Quartzite RV Show and cover all that. But to make it up to you, I'm putting a little secret word down in the description box. So all you need to do is just comment that secret word, and then I will reach out to you and I will send you a brand new Claim the Vision keychain. Well, for the first 20-something people, that's all I have. Go check it out. and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching Claim the Vision. Oh, and drop your comments below too about any other safety tips that you might have about how to find your way back to your rig when you're dark, because that was like the biggest issue. You just get turned around. I mean, unless you've ever experienced it, it can be complicated. It could be a difficult thing. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great Saturday. Actually, it'll be Sunday when this comes out, so have a great Sunday.